Hey guys, welcome back to Cadillac Coachworks. So let's do an update on the 52 Coupe de Ville. The engine's in, obviously. Had a problem with the heads. Those are in. All the accessories in, the intake's in, the carburetor's in. It's basically ready to start. So let me show you what's been done. Maybe we can get a little bump start out of her tonight, and then later on in this video, I'll get her running. We'll hook up a auxiliary gas tank because the other tank's still not in. So, but let me show you what's going on here. All right, here we are. Man, what a pain in the ass. Let me zoom out here. Yeah, what a pain in the ass. I'm not really digging these wires. They're kind of too short, and I don't like the color. I thought they'd be more of a dark blue, but they're not. So I'm just gonna go with black because I want all these wires to fit in these little grommets here, so it's nice and clean. And like this one right here is just stretched to the max, and all the wires are where they need to go. This is all new brass fittings. The fuel line's in, this is in. I'll eventually make a steel tube for this, but this is just, you know, get her going, you know what I mean. Alternator's in. It's gonna be a one wire. This is gonna go into the basically the charging port right here, so that basically this turns it on. So it's a lot easier than dealing with a regulator that used to be right here. And this is 80 amps, more power than it'll ever need. And I mean, one wire, that's it. Let's go around the front. It's a little dark, but you can kind of see, maybe. There's the transmission cooler that's in there. I ran the lines all the way down through there. She's already got some water in her. She's got some power steering fluid hooked up. Power steering lines right here. Now these are the originals. I had to modify the backflow. So basically, this is the high pressure right here, and this is the low pressure going back in. I had to modify it, but hey, it came out pretty good. Still need to finish the TV rod, put in a throttle. Nothing crazy. This is my little PCV doodad job right here. What else? You know, these nice ducts are back in. These are actually dryer ducts, and they're black. Hey, they work, right? Let's see what else. That fan, so that's an 18-inch Flexolite fan, and look how close it is. Man, that is close. So that is going to be really cooling down this car. Now the belts, that was a bitch to get in. The harmonic balancer crank, well, the crank pulley is like that far off the subframe, maybe like that, and I had to jimmy and like kind of turn the motor a little bit just to get them on there, but they're on there. I just hope I don't have to change belts on her anytime soon. What else here? We got obviously new battery, nice new cables. Yeah, so we're gonna run, this is going to the mechanical fuel pump over here. This is to the tank right here, which is still, yeah, not hooked up. I am gonna have an electric one as well back by the tank, but yeah, we're just gonna hook this up tomorrow with a you know, with a little gas chug, and just try to get her fired up. I had the shifters all hooked up. She shifts really nice. She's in park right now, but yeah, neutral, drive-by, reverse. Man, she just shifts perfectly. Columns all done in there. I still obviously have to put all the pieces on, but I'm not going to until I paint it, because this is all getting painted black. This is like a primer gray, and they just did a horrible job. Look at this. It's like, it's gross. And then obviously, those aren't looking too well either. But you know what? Let's try to get her, let's try to just spray a little down in her and give her a little bump stop. How's that? Or I'm sorry, bump start. We don't want it to stop. She wants to start. All right, give me a second. Okay, now, so I don't recommend just using some brake cleaner or ether. If it's just going to be a quick little, you know, spark to get her going, okay, that's no big deal. But if you're starting an engine that's been sitting for a long time, get yourself a little squeeze bottle, fill it with 90% gas and like 10% oil just to lubricate the top of the cylinders. I'm not too worried about this right now. Tomorrow, that's what I'll be doing when we actually have gas hooked up to her and we're gonna run her. So yeah, let me go turn on the ignition and we'll get to it. All right, so let's spray a little bit down in here. There we go. Of course, got the trigger because you're by yourself, but let's just see what she does. Oh, wow, okay, all right. Didn't really have to adjust anything, but let's just give her a little bit more, see what she does. See if she starts right up again. Almost, she almost wants to. Let's just, come on now. That might be all she has for me. But there you go. She fired. So that's a good thing. And you know, when we're cranking her, we don't hear any crazy noises. Well, she fired again, but she's galloping just a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. That'll come around. But man, she is sure, you know, she's cranking pretty damn smooth. But I'll get back to you and when we have a gas jug hooked up and yeah, get her actually running for more than 1 second. But yeah, you guys have a great night. I'll get back to you in a little bit. All right, we're back the next day. I hooked up some fuel to it, got it primed up, all that fun stuff. Bump started it a little bit, but today we're actually going to run her for a little bit. I don't want to run her too long because she doesn't have the drive shaft on her, so the transmission's not full of tranny fluid. So, you know, you got to be careful of that. There is water in the radiator, just a little bit. There's power steering fluid in the reservoir as well, but found out even just from sitting, the gearbox is leaking and I just had it rebuilt. It looks like it's a gasket. I'm hoping that it can be fixed on the car because like I've said in the past that this gearbox was the most pain in the ass to get out of any vehicle that I've ever done. You got to drop the column, all this bullshit. It sucks. I do not recommend it for the faint of heart. Anyways, let's turn on the ignition and get our clicky clacky going, just in case I gotta adjust something. So give me a second here. All right, ignition's on. Gave her a pump. Let's see. Oh wow, okay. All right. Set this up right here. That's good. Running at about 28 psi in the oil. The gauge is intermittent. It takes a while to click on. I think I might have to get another gauge. But now with the idle down, she's at about 24, something like that. But wow, look at this. Look at that. Trusty jug. No weird noises. She runs real nice and quiet. Got a little bit of a leak right there on the fitting. Right here. Dripping a little bit, but you know, that happens. Well, I'm gonna shut her down and yeah, give me a second on that. All right, well, that was, man, she runs really, really good. No noises, no lifter noise or anything with all the problems that I've had with that. She revved up real good, and I mean, I haven't even tuned her yet, and that's awesome. So next thing, obviously get the drive shaft in. It's been 2 weeks now. It's, you know, I don't know why it's taking so long. They said it's a part, but you know how that goes. And then obviously I need exhaust. She sounds good like this. Sounds pretty racy, but you know, I got some Flow Masters and whatnot for her. But yeah, So we're in the home stretch here, and then the next video you'll see will probably be me driving her around a little bit and just, you know, testing her out. But man, it's been a long journey, and I appreciate everybody that's been watching me so far, and my, you know, my YouTube channel. I don't get a lot of subscribers. I have over 1,000, but I would like to get more, because, you know, one of these days I'd like to get a little bit of sponsorship, because it's not cheap. You know, I am willing to help anybody else out with their Cadillac projects. All you got to do is drop me an email at cadillaccoachworks@yahoo.com. But make sure you share my videos, and subscribe if you have not already. And check out my Facebook page, Cadillac Coachworks. There's, you know, pictures and some stories and all that stuff on there. But yeah, and I will be posting videos soon here, because tonight is the Halloween haunted rose at the Whittier Museum, and there's going to be a few hearses there, so I'll you know, get some videos of those and kind of just upload that and show you what's going on. But yeah, you guys have a fantastic Saturday night, and be safe.